Good morning. It's Sunday, October 27th. I'm Michelle Ross in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live on the Fox Local app. Donald Trump will be in town today for a campaign rally at Madison Square Garden. His campaign says there will be political icons, celebrities, and friends and family members of the former president. Security will be tight with multiple checkpoints around MSG. Expect street closures in the area. Now, the Yankees lost 4-2 in Game 2 of the World Series last night to the LA Dodgers. Superstar Shohei Ohtani suffered an apparent shoulder injury during the game. We're still waiting on an update on his status. But the teams will face off in the Bronx for Game 3 tomorrow night. Checking the forecast today, sunny skies and colder temperatures with a high of 57. Tonight, a low of 43. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 60. Now, for New Yorkers who can't wait for the election to be over, they can now do something about it. Polling places opened this weekend for early voting. Long lines of voters were seen at numerous locations. And the numbers coming in, they speak for themselves. The New York City Board of Elections saying yesterday was the biggest early voting turnout on day one ever. In total, over 140,000 people showed up to vote. Fox 5's Richard Giacovis finds people are eager to cast their ballot.
With 10 days to go until Election Day, 74-year-old Joan Bonney was one of the first people in line to cast her vote in New York.
It's worth it to me, and it's worth it to your daughter, your granddaughter, your family.
It's the first day of early voting in the Empire State, and despite the line wrapping around the block, for Bonney, it was worth the wait.
Most important
that you've ever had in your lifetime?
That I ever have in my lifetime.
Hundreds of patient voters waited in those 2-hour-long lines at Westchester's Board of Election headquarters in White Plains. The line so long on this Saturday that more than one person brought their chapter book.
I have been dying to go cast my vote for months now. And frankly, I just want to do it and be done and say I did my duty.
For 22-year-old Paul Zevchek, he came with a group of friends to encourage young voters to come early and cast their ballot.
A lot of us, especially in our age, realize that how important our vote is. Before we probably didn't, and it's been put out there that we should get out and vote. And so a lot of my friends and a lot of the people in my colleges have been doing exactly that.
Early voting is now underway, with millions already heading to the polls. According to the University of Florida's election lab, nearly 40 million ballots have already been cast across the country as of midday Saturday, and plenty of those states have already broken records. Here in New York, voters say they hope to make history, too.
It shows voter enthusiasm to have record numbers on the first day. So I'm also a new New Yorker, so I'm excited to be voting in New York for the first time.
It's your voice, so vote with your voice.
Let your vote count, you know?
Early voting runs through next Sunday, November 3rd here in New York State. In Westchester County, there are 25 in-person polling sites that will be accepting ballots through that date. And if you think this line is long, well, experts say they expect even longer lines on Election Day. So your best bet is to get out and vote early. We're in White Plains. Richard Giacovis, Fox 5 News.
Imagine going to see a show and being able to watch it in any language you choose. Well, an off-Broadway play is making that possible, thanks to the help of AI. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini got an up-close look at how it works.
Mrs. Stewart? Mrs. Stewart, the guy hasn't shown up yet. Where is he? Hello? Hello?
Perfect Crime, the play at the Theater Center, has been running for more than 3 decades. The lead, Catherine Russell, is also the general manager of the place.
Over 37 years. And we're always looking for ways to reinvent ourselves, to bring audiences in.
And that they have just done in a very unique way. Now audiences can watch and listen to the play Perfect Crime live in over 60 languages.
A lot of tourists come to see our show, but many of them don't speak English, but they want the experience of seeing a show. And it occurred to me that it might be great if they could hear the show in their own language.
Russell says she learned AI technology could help with live translations.
No one has done it for theater.
And so, a few years back, she and her team set out to do it.
For us, it was just making sure that we had the right technology that would work to make this work.
Brent Michael Jones is the production stage manager and supervisor of the show.
First, we started with different types of microphones, and it was all about figuring out what's the best way to make it work for the theater and easy for the audience to use.
A partnership with Wordly, an AI-powered translation and captioning company, made it all possible.
We found a really perfect partner in Wordly, And we started experimenting, and we've done it for a couple of years, and we're finally ready.
Here at the theater, we got a demo, a little bit of the show on the stage, and the live translation process, which starts with whoever is in the audience scanning a QR code, clicking a link, and choosing a language. I speak a few, including Italian.
Mrs. Stewart, the guy hasn't shown up yet. Where is he? Hello?
Language, and we'll go to Italian.
Okay, yeah,
that'll work for
me. The translation comes in audio and text. We had it on speaker for the demo, but at the show, you would use headphones.
La farmacia di Brenner. Sì. I'm a doctor.
It's a little lag, but it's very good. Accurate from what I see and hear. The Wordly chief marketing officer spoke to us on Zoom.
Yes. This is the first time we have had the opportunity to work with a live theater performance, and it's been great.
Great and maybe indicative of what's to come in the future to New York City's theater scene and beyond.
It's huge because it provides just a fantastic opportunity to open up significantly larger markets, particularly for scenarios like off-Broadway in New York, where you have visitors coming from either all around the world or even inside the U.S., where English isn't their first language.
I think this is the very first step towards really reinventing how theater is presented to people all over the world.
Stephanie Bertini, Fox 5 News.
Trending now on social media, DIY water that's taking hydration to a new level. But as Fox 5's Duarte Geraldino shows us, while drinking enough water is crucial, maybe you don't always need to add things like electrolytes.
Connor Ruttenberg is a runner who takes his training seriously, and that means watching what goes into his body.
Electrolytes, Gatorade. I got Gatorade Zero in my bag right now, coming back from my run. So Gatorade, water, electrolytes.
He's one of a growing number of Gen Z athletes who regularly turn to electrolyte-boosted drinks to stay hydrated.
So why the Gatorade? What does it do for you? Why these electrolytes?
Supposedly it's got like all the sodium in it that you need to, stay hydrated, and that's what they tell you. So I just do what I see online.
This is basically like a nature's Gatorade.
Search hashtag electrolytes on TikTok or Instagram, and you'll find countless videos of people touting these drinks or even sharing DIY recipes to add electrolytes to water.
Who are you following online that says you need to do this?
I get a lot of running Instagram content, so a variety of people. Kind of whoever I see, you kind of got to see what kind of information they're giving you and try to filter it all out and see what's the best.
But according to registered dietitian Rachel Lustgarten, too many electrolytes can actually be dangerous.
It is possible to overdo it with electrolytes, and it can lead to something called electrolyte imbalance, and that will make people feel unwell through fatigue, dizziness. They might feel really confused and have a brain fog.
She warns staying hydrated doesn't always require electrolyte drinks. Water is usually all you need. Electrolytes should be reserved for extreme situations.
When things are off, when we're suffering great fluid losses through pretty intense endurance exercise, or for example, when we're sick and we're losing fluids through vomiting or diarrhea, those are real reasons to replenish.
It's all about the electrolytes right now. Are you in that camp?
No, you got to have your water too. All day long, I'm hydrating.
And that, according to experts, is the best advice. Duarte Geraldino, Fox 5 News.
Fall is in full swing, but sure signs of winter have returned to the city. The Winter Village at Bryant Park is now officially open. The free ice skating rink there has also made its long-awaited return. Holiday shoppers can also take advantage of more than 170 shops.
The entire year, I look forward to come here. You met so many people from everywhere, and New Yorkers are the best.
The Bryant Park shops are open until January 5th and the rink until March 2nd. And over at Central Park, Woolman Rink is also open. Skaters can enjoy a free celebration all weekend. It includes free admission and free skating lessons. Now, the opening festivities also have live performances, face painting for the kids, and a costume contest. Now checking the forecast again. Today, sunny skies and colder temperatures with a high of 57 degrees. Tonight, a low of 43. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 60. And that does it for us this morning. I'm Michelle Ross. Have a great day. And remember, Fox 5 News is always streaming here on the Fox Local app.